chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts. Baby, you ain't the first girl who tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a night's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Choke with my white goods and bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hours, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been to jail before? Whoa. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, done quick. You gonna approach the dog with some bump, alright? They gonna click, now I'm 1-1, all over some dump. Ain't that something? It's remind me of club. Cause every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. Go all out, up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking, and everybody know your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep walking, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end off type, what? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold on. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Katie York set to get this one started. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Tremon Smith with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he starts us off with a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
All right.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
All right.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. Tony.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's able to get this down to the 13. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. A lot of grass ahead. Works the sideline inside the 35. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On his own end zone, here we go. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They send a man in motion. Stroud off of play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you throw in that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On the ground again with Mixon. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Stroud. He brings it in. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
4th down in inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. He's keeping it. He's going for it. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Well, as they get deeper and deeper into this side of the field, they need him to become the guy who makes those plays in the biggest of moments. And that may not show up as a big old pass play and utilizing his arm, but it was his fortitude and his strength to move the sticks. It may just be the catalyst for a touchdown.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
118, 11. 19 Texans.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here you go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal.
18. What's that? Why, Tony?
Back to throw, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the first. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 by 60.
Throwing now, Milroe. Finds the in route complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Nice.
2nd and 6 now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. 70 Rangers.
Shotgun now for Milroe. He puts a man under it deep down the left. Cut near the goal line. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-point game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go. Tony.
They go play action with Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target. and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. On the carry, this is Mixon. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his... Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. He's got it close to the marker. Oh, but they're going to say incomplete. He didn't get the feet down on fourth down.
A bunch of these punters to the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Try to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bronco switch. Go.
Walker on first down. Jukes out a one stop. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
It's a gain of 18. And that's good for a Seahawks. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute.
Okay.
About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at first down here. He's got it on the bootleg. Completed to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Offense
line.
set for a first and 10.
Let's go. Steady.
They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown.
Jason Myers.
Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You've got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Batted away at the line, incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. Second down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield on their own side.
tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
It's Mixon on second down. Oh, stiff arm. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. Brown's going to throw for it. Into the hands of Dell. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. All set up now for first and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Again, he connects with Collins. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they step the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. Stroud. Here's a screen now for Chubb. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Off the play fake, Milroe. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hey, press. Say, hurt. Ready.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Cut it, drag him 60. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Milroe from the gun. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laid it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, Right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go.
This is Walker on second. They'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it first and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves.
We go play action here. It's Milroe. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Like it.
From the gun, Milroe. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now he's York to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to go out at about the 25. So the choice to leave the end zone costs him about 10 yards. Texans to the line. First and 10. A handoff from Mixon, running right. He cuts it towards the sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Texans looking at first and 10. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw by Stroud. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. This connects with Higgins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18. That's it.
Stroud off of play action. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Here's Stroud. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans tie us up 28-all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Set. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Milrow with it on 1st. Chased out to his right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He'll throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
19 tight. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
To throw. Here's Milroe. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves. Go, Reed. Go.
First down throw here from Milroe. Completed to his running back. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here we go. Start. Ready, go. Count. Ready.
QB sneak coming. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be second and goal. Walker will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Now from back at the 4, here's third and goal.
Ready. 18 Cardinals.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Azeez Al-Shaair has it. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. To the ground by Nick Eamon-Warren.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They kick the running back in motion. Stroud throwing here on first. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're the premium in this league.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
19 seconds. Here we go. 18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Looking underneath here to Mixon. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Would have been a 45-yarder, but instead the offense staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth.
Swap. Love a swap. Under. Hey, walk to the right, 11.
They're going to run for it with Chubb. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Can you call that play in the huddle as a quarterback? You break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on fourth and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
All right. It's out. 18.
Throwing is Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Jamie Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hurt.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Freak. Rig alert. Rig. Hey, Mosey.
Milroe now to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready.
Milroe from the gun. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry.
Okay, ready?
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Go play action here. It's Milroe. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, Milroe. It is cut left side. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
18, Rattler, 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Milroe looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 3 now.
Catch the Eagles. Come 19. Come 19. Check smash. Check smash. Go street.
And off to Walker from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Seahawks 35. Cade York to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's Smith on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A gain of 14. First down, Houston.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. They'll find in his back. Mixon. Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Seahawks 35. Taimi Fairbairn to kick off.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Throwing now, Milroe. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Okay, can I be honest with you about something right here? I'm really curious about young quarterbacks when they struggle. And there's part of me that, yeah, this isn't great, and he's going through tremendous adversity, but I love that he continues to be aggressive.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
On the quick.
Slot man motioned over.
18.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate. Don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther 80. 18 regular. 18 Panther 11. Panther 11. Buffalo 18.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cut out left. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this to Fant. Breaks through, and he might break away. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
I'm a direction to write about. Get too much numbers to type them out. But I'm one away from that Michael route. Step on my brothers, we hike them down. I'm a step on my brothers, I hike them down.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
49. Seahawks 42. Dave York to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Nixon on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the fourth. So rather than let the 2-minute warning hit, the defense burns the first of its timeouts. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Mills to the air now. Short pass brought in. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10, around to Mixon. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They're going to pass it here. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He's back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Look at them, they don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on four. Setting up to pass. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Coverage by Christian Harris.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
First down throw here for Milroe. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
The clock inside of 50 seconds now. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either.
Red, Panther 60. Hey, smash. Go street.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So that brings up second down.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, Milroe. Forced out to his right. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they pull it off. A touchdown catch in the final moments. And now overtime or a win right here are on the table. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter. You could go either way.
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it, and it's incomplete. The defense makes a stand, and they'll keep a 1-point lead with only seconds to play.
Seahawks 48.
So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Texans get on this kick, and that should do it for this game. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there. Nothing left.